What's good YouTube, Ben here, welcome to the next video on the channel. In this one, I'm going to give you my Steel Path viable build for Vauban Prime. Let's get into this. Hey guys, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe please, because they really do help me to get found. Don't forget to turn on notifications to be notified of all uploads and live streams, and don't forget to join me on my socials. Those are all linked down below. Okay, let's get in. Alright, so Vauban Prime is a fantastic Warframe for the Steel Path. In fact, if you build him in certain ways, the way I've got does work, and it's quite useful actually for a lot of mission types. But I do want to say this again with a grain of salt. This is my build. I would ask that you please be respectful in the comments if you don't like the build. You know, you can say you don't like it, that's absolutely fine. But obviously, you know, try and be cordial about it. But this is the way I've built him. I would like to point out I've swapped out his second ability for Gloom, because Gloom is fantastic for Vauban. Because of his Bastille, you're able to constantly deal damage to enemies, and because of that, you'll constantly have health regen as long as Gloom is active. So, let's get into the build. Right, we're running Energy Siphon for Warframe Energy Regeneration, 0.6 energy rate per second. We've got Prime Continuity for 55% ability duration. We have Primed Flow for 275% energy max. We have Vitality for 440% health. We've got Overextended for 90% ability range and negative 60% ability strength. We've got Augur Reach for 30% ability range. We have Narrow Minded for 99% ability duration and negative 66% ability range. We have Strength for 45% ability range. And we have Augur Message for 24% ability duration, and 80% of energy spent on abilities is converted to the shields. So, we're also running Arcane Energize. Mine's only rank 2, but if you have a higher rank than that, it'll work better. And I'm running Arcane Nullifier so that we have a high chance of resisting magnetic status effects. Because when you get hit by magnetic, it will cancel out your abilities. So, with all that in mind, we're running 200 armor, 638 energy, 740 health, 300 shields, duration at 278%, we've got efficiency at 100%, range at 199%, and strength at 40%. Now, you may be wondering why I'm running low strength with a Gloom build. Because it doesn't matter. The thing is, right, Gloom, sure, whilst it's the higher power strength you have, the more slowdown enemies get, and the more lifesteal you get from Gloom. The thing with this build is it doesn't matter because of Bastille. So with Bastille, that's going to suck in all the enemies. So regardless of whether they're going slow or fast, it's not going to matter because they're getting sucked into the Bastille. The only enemies that will not get sucked in are Eximuses as long as they have shields, and the Acolyte. So the Acolytes are really the only ones who aren't affected by the Bastille, but it's not really a problem because with Bastille, you're able to draw in all the other enemies. But let's get into the mission. I'll show you what this build can do. Quick intermission guys, did you know that only 11.3% of you are subscribed to the channel? Don't forget to hit that sub button down below because it'd really help us grow. Thank you. Alright, so like normal we're in the Void, but unlike Oxymoko, this time we're at Annie, which is a survival, because it's a better showcase of what you can do with Vauban. Although you can easily take him into a survival with this setup, but exterminate even. But, as per usual, I'll explain why we're here. So the Void is one of the latest areas in the game, which gives you higher varied enemy levels, along with the fact that it's the corrupted you're dealing with here. So you're going to deal with enemies with health and shields, just health, and enemies with health and high armor, giving you a more varied example of what you're going to be able to do here. So of course, let's start off the survival. Now what I'm actually going to do is, I'm actually going to start by taking off a little bit of damage, because I want to show you what you can expect with Gloom on this build. I need to take a bit of damage. Thank you. Right, that should be... Yeah, there we go, that's perfect. Right, activate Bastille. So now enemies are going to start getting drawn in. If we activate Gloom, you'll see our health is going to slowly start going up. As you can see, it's going to go up decently rapid as well. And of course, when we shoot, we'll get it all back. But the whole crux of this build is using Bastille, because Bastille allows you to draw enemies in, and with the high range we have, if you have, let's say, 2 Bastilles going, you can have up to 3, you can really suck in almost every enemy around you. And with Gloom protecting your health, because of 1, all the enemies being drawn into Bastille slowly charging your health anyway, and 2, with the natural lifesteal you get just solely from Gloom itself, by shooting enemies, you're able to just basically keep yourself alive as long as you're careful against enemies, because remember, with only 200 armor, you're not exactly the tankiest frame in the planet. However, that does not mean you can not easily survive the Steel Path. You can very easily survive Steel Path with this setup. I've been doing it. I've done like 4 tests. I didn't die in any of those tests. The cool thing as well is with this setup, you can also use melee attacks if you want to as well, just by going over to them and just slicing the crap out of them. I mean, I'm using Quassus, so I can go ahead and just do that, and just keep slicing and dicing them until they're all gone. But Vauban is a very, very cool Warframe. I do enjoy him. Defensively, he's one of the best ones. For me, him and Limbo are the 2 top defensive frames. They are fantastic. They're just too useful. Limbo with Cataclysm and Vauban with Bastille, both are great. The difference is, Vauban doesn't get as bad a rap as Limbo does, purely because there's a lot of troll players that play Limbo, and it sucks, because I'm a Limbo main. Like, Limbo has been my main Warframe for, well, ever since I originally started playing on PS4, but then when I got my Xbox One back in the day, I started my account again on Xbox One, so I've been an Xbox main for a long time. And the amount of times I've gone into a mission with Limbo, bearing in mind that I consider myself a decent Limbo player, I don't troll people. You know, I'm still getting crap from people because of it. It's just annoying. The funny thing is, my main, that's not good, we're out of energy. I'm gonna throw down pizza. There we go. Enemy conversation can become a problem if you do not get energy drops, which I have not received many at all, so it's a bit annoying. There we go, I'm starting to get energy drops now. But throwing down like an energy pizza every now and again is not too bad. Yes, I do call them energy pizzas because that's what they are. So, as long as you can keep your energy up, you're fine. Like, this build works decently well. I am going to stay until the Acolyte comes with any luck. With any luck, it'll be within the first 5 minutes. Ooh, that's a health leech Xmas. Let's go change position a bit. Oh, hello. Everyone's like under there. Okay. Volume stopped because they're out of energy. There we go. Okay. Where's the health leech Xmas then? There we go. Okie dokie. And you can just keep zapping them. Come on. There you are. I see you. Ah. Leech Xmas are the worst. It was that the Acolyte coming in. Because I need to get rid of that stupid Leech Xmas. Hello. There we go, Leech Xmas gone. Stupid Leech Xmas. But I do apologize. I am going to apologize for the lack of Warframe uploads, because, I mean, the bulk of my videos are Warframe ones. In recent months, I've not really, 1, had the time to play this game, you know, religiously, and 2, I've not had the reason to. Like, because I've been trying to vary my content a lot more, basically. From just, you know, Warframe videos and other things of the nature. Oh, quickly. But as you can see, with Bastille, you're able to keep all the enemies off you whilst you're taking out the Acolyte. So because of that, you can freely take down Acolytes and not have much of a problem doing it, because all of the enemies are pretty much off your back. It's kind of crazy how much you can keep enemies off you. But Vauban is just a fun Warframe to use, but yeah, like I said, I'm going to apologise for the lack of uploads recently on Warframe side, because 1, I haven't had the drive to play the game, and 2, I haven't had time. This game takes a lot of time commitment, especially when you've got to do, like, Steel Path viable builds in a way where they're, you know, easy to use, people can understand them, and I've got to come up with, you know, like, builds that just work. And it just takes time, especially when it's a new frame or a new weapon, or you've got to former like 50 times, you don't have an affinity booster. It just takes ages, so I do apologise, but Warframe videos have not stopped completely, as you can see. I will keep doing them as and when I have the time to get new builds out. So if you want to see more like this, don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, don't forget to turn on notifications, join me on my socials, those are linked down below. Don't forget, I do live stream almost every day. I either live stream here on YouTube or on Twitch, so don't forget to join me on both platforms, and don't forget you can also become a channel member to support the channel further, from as little as 99 pence per month here in the UK, or about $1.30 in America, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.